and thank you for joining us today. My name's Steve Peshek. I'm the market manager for Oxbow Mergers. Normally when we introduce new products, we take them to the farm shows in your area so you can see firsthand all the new features. But as we all know, this year nothing's quite normal. With all the shows being canceled, we decided to bring the introduction directly to you. So welcome to our virtual introduction for the new 2340 Merger. Customers have been asking for a larger merger to increase the productivity and efficiency of their hay harvesting operations. During our meeting today, we'll show you the features and competitive advantages, hear from some of our 2340 test cooperators, hear what they have to say about the machine, and hear from the key members of the Oxbow Merger Pro staff. Also, during today's meeting, we want to give you a brief overview of our line of high-performance manure spreading equipment. We saw a need in the industry for spreading equipment with the capability to completely control the rate and the functions of the machine so you can spread the correct amount in the correct place and utilize your product as crop nutrients. So let's get started. Joining us now are members of the Oxbow Pro Staff Merger team. Jim Glazer, Engineering Project Manager, Ken Krakowski, Eastern Territory Manager, and Josh Bartholomew, Western Territory Manager. These guys have a lot of different experiences at Oxbow and with our mergers and have built a lot of relationships with our customers over the years, and just like to have them talk a little bit about how they've worked through building the merger product line and also building relationships with our customers. Ken, you've been involved with Oxbow Merger since the very beginning and have seen a lot of progress, and I know you've made a lot of good friends with customers and dealers. Maybe you could share a little bit of your experiences with us.
Sure, Steve. Well, back in 1998, Miller Pro was marketing the Oxbow Mergers and through the Miller Pro dealers at the time, and as we grew and became larger and larger with the product line, and then Oxbow took it over in like 2007. Our dealer organization became much stronger, and the customer base grew all the time too. It's been a very good experience for me.
Well, and I also know that through the years we've had customers that have done a lot of testing for us, and including now the 2340. Maybe you could talk a little bit about how you've worked with those guys over the years and the importance of the relationships with them.
Yes, that's been really important for our product development, working with the guys that actually try the machines out before we start building them for a regular production. And we got some very strong customer bases from that, doing it that way, and also a lot better take on how the machines work. So it's a very good procedure that we go through with the testing.
Great. Well, Josh, you haven't been here quite as long, but you've had a lot of different experiences at Oxbow, and I think too, coming through the service department as you did, it gives you a little bit of unique perspective, and also help to develop those relationships with dealers and customers through your time in the service department. And maybe you could talk a little bit about how that evolved.
Yeah, Steve. So it's been 11 years here at the company. I started out in the seed and vegetable division doing service. I actually interned here out of college. And so I've seen a few things through the years. But 6-7 years ago, taking over the service for the U.S. for the merger line has really shown me the strong relationships that we've developed through customers and dealers, and the customer feedback has helped develop the machine itself. Has been really, really important. And so now with the transition into sales has been virtually seamless with the relationships I had with the customers and the dealers. It's gone really well, and the years of development that Ken mentioned has really gone into this 2340 and has really shown what a polished product it is for our customers now.
Great. Well, Jim, you've been an Oxbow employee for your entire career, 44 plus years. You've seen a lot of things come and go during that time, and but you've had a lot of experiences, and you've been really involved with the merger since the very first concept, and working all the way now to the 2340. Maybe you could talk a little bit about how that's evolved.
Well, back when I first started, the company was very small. Did a lot of design work in the winter, fabrication and assembly in the spring, and then service work, and not so much testing, but a lot of service work in the summer with not mergers but other equipment. And as the company grew, I spent more time in engineering and less time in service. But the experience of working with machinery in the field, learning from your mistakes, learning how to what's serviceable and what's not, and often fixing a mistake, really taught me a lot about how to build a good product. And when we got into the mergers, that experience was very valuable about what's serviceable, what's not. Working with customers, we kept those relationships. It's been very valuable to be able to take something that a user tells you and applies that to the next machine. And the 2340 is one of those machines that we've really tried to listen, or not tried, but have listened to make a much better machine.
So you didn't want to be one of those engineers that the guy buys something and says, gee, I wish the guy that designed this had to be the guy that fixed it, right?
No, oftentimes I was early on, oftentimes I was the guy that fixed it, and it's like, man, you shouldn't have done it that way, but next time will be better, I guarantee you.
Yeah. So I think this shows the different backgrounds and the different experiences, but I think the common theme is that we're all dedicated to this merger product line. These guys here, that's all we do all day, every day, and how important we feel that it is to work directly with our customers and our dealers and design and build products that really help them as they evolve their businesses also.
The 2340 has amazing capacity. It does so many more acres per hour. It puts your production up. And also, one thing we were pleasantly surprised is the windrow quality. The choppers can pick up some speed. It makes a very good row. Doing hay that much easier. We get to some farms where the farm will chop its own haylage, and they've been asking for this machine after we bring it in. Next cutting, they want this machine back because it's a very good row and also the acreage we can cover. I never felt I need to look at another machine because they just work.
Let's start at the front of the machine. The category 3 or 4 3-point hitch will accommodate larger tractors. The cast iron hitch frame is bolted in for higher strength and for easier serviceability. The pump and the gearboxes are mounted to the hitch and turn with the hitch, eliminating the need for a CVPTO, which reduces maintenance and repair costs. A gearbox has 25% more torque than previous models. It has a higher oil capacity and a top-mounted front cover. The gearbox and pump combination deliver 49% more hydraulic power. Also included as standard equipment is a simple but useful header height gauge. Simply have the chain graze the stubble as you're merging, and you know that you're running at the right height for proper merging. The conveyor belts on the 2000 series mergers are 40 inches wide, which has 15% more capacity than our previous models. Also, the conveyors are angled 5 degrees to the rear, allowing the crop to move to the rear of the conveyor so that there is more capacity for crop being picked up. The wind guards feature air slots to improve crop flow in both heavy and light crops. The conveyor and pickup motors on the 2000 series mergers have 49% more hydraulic power, which allows us to pick up and convey heavier crops without stalling the belts or the pickups, and also to deliver a more smooth, consistent windrow. All Oxbow mergers have conveyor motors on each end of the conveyor, so that no matter which direction that the belt is traveling, you are always pulling the crop, never pushing a full belt. The 2000 series mergers have 480 55R 22.5 tires. These tires have a higher load rating, better road handling, and reduce compaction in the field. Also, we have heavier hubs and spindles and a completely redesigned mechanical steering system. All the components of the steering system are more heavy duty. Our hydraulic system has 90-gallon oil capacity, assuring that your oil always stays cool. The rear-mounted tank and the easy access rear platform make maintenance very simple and easy. With the 2340, each round trip across the field will allow you to pick up a full 80-foot width of crop. With today's wider triple mowers and higher horsepower forage harvesters, we now have a machine not only with the width, but with the capacity and the durability to help make your entire hay harvesting operation more efficient.
We had the chance to run the 2340 this past year. We had the opportunity to run it in a couple different crops. We started off in the south with wheat, and then we ran some other winter forages, and also were able to run it in some alfalfa. The thing that I really liked about it was the productivity increase that we saw. With every pass that we made, we got 6 extra feet of crop into the row. Because of the better productivity, because there's less passes through the field, we can put more crop to keep these bigger forage harvesters fed better, more consistent rows going through the machine. And especially when we get into lighter crops of alfalfa, we can put more of a row together for the forage harvester. We've been running the Oxbow mergers since 2006, and one of the things that I really like about the mergers is just the simplicity of them, and I also like working with the company. They've got great customer service. They're very concerned about what the customer needs are, and they generally take that information back and incorporate it into the next generation of mergers.
For the next part of our program, I'd like to introduce you to Josh Bartholomew, our Territory Manager for Mergers for the Western U.S. Josh is going to show you the operational features of the 2340 merger.
Okay, for the functions, we have your conveyors, left, off, and right for the left head, left, off, and right for the center head, and left, off, and right for the right head. Here we have the all fold switch to fold all 3 heads up or down, the belt shut-off switch to turn the conveyors on or off and leave the pickup heads run, and then we have the individual fold switches to run each head individually folding. Now that the machine is in float, you can run the conveyors to the right. You can stop them, or to the left. With this button, you can shut the belts off independent of the pickups for turning around on the headlands.
My name is Nathan Collins, and with my brother Sean, we run Collins Family Farms. We also own a harvesting business called CY Harvesting with other local farmers, and we primarily chop hay and silage for dairies in this area, western Minnesota. At CY, we've chose to run Oxbow mergers for a lot of reasons: the efficiency, the service, the continued improvements, the durability, just the overall quality job they provide us with. But the ease of use for the operators, for the hookup to any color tractor that we need to put on there, has been a huge service to us. And because of that, we're able to be more efficient and provide a higher quality forage.
As you can see, at Oxbow we do our best to listen to customers and develop products that fit their ever-changing needs. To that end, or maybe the other end, we'd like you to stay tuned for a brief overview of the Oxbow manure application equipment. These high-performance, high-capacity machines are designed for precise placement and beneficial use of your valuable nutrients. Behind me is the 5105 LNMS, which is Liquid Nutrient Management System machine. This is a 5-wheel machine, holds 6,600 gallons of liquid manure. It's all-wheel drive, all-wheel steer, 550 horsepower. It can pull many different types of injectors. This 5-wheel machine is also available in a dry spreader conversion that will hold 30 tons of any type of dry manure, compost, semi-solids. And then we also have 2 3-wheel machines. The 4103 3-wheel comes in the DNMS, which is the Dry Nutrient Management System, and the LNMS. And the dry machine will hold 17 tons, and the liquid will hold 4,200 gallons, and also can be equipped with any type of injector that you would like. We are more interested in nutrient management than just spreading manure. So all of our machines are equipped with integrated control systems so that the operator can, on the go, dial in the rate, the spread width, get a true accurate weight, and also have mapping that he can verify where it was applied, how much. We also, everything we make is high flotation, low ground compaction, low ground pressure, so we're very easy on the field. Our machines are all-wheel drive. This machine is all-wheel steer, so we do very little damage to the field when you're turning on the ends, especially in wet years like we have this year. And our machines are very comfortable to drive, all available with GPS, auto steering, very operator friendly. This machine will hold 6,600 gallons, and with our super load option, we'll unload a semi-tanker in about a minute and a half. So the manure system is equipped with all high capacity, high durability pumps, valves. All the hydraulics are integrated into the machine so that they're very easy to service, very durable, and very easy to operate. Our dry machine, we feature the Tebby spreader box. The Tebby is well known in the industry for its durability and its precision spreading. The integrated weighing system gives you accurate weight in, out, and allows you to spread at whatever rate that you want to spread. We get very good breakup of material, so we get a very even spread. You can vary the spread width to fit your situation. Both the machines are equipped so that it has a countdown for how many feet you can travel before your load is empty, so you can, as you're getting towards the end of the field, you can gauge how far you want to go to the end of the field and adjust your rate accordingly. Our machines are built by Oxbow, they're sold by Oxbow, they're serviced by Oxbow, so people that buy from Oxbow know that they get the service that goes along with the sale. Thanks again to everyone for joining us today. If you'd like more information on any of the Oxbow products, please feel free to contact your local Oxbow dealer. We wish all of you continued success and stay safe.